They weren't being
Especially for Tony. Out of your many sci-fi roles, what is your favorite sci-fi role that you've played?
Which one has the best chance of a sequel?
I was really happy when I finally booked the X-Files, just because I loved the show. And it was when everything was calm with the production. It was shooting in Vancouver, which is a place that I love to, fall in love with.
Thank you.
Yeah. But it's hard to choose anything. It's like asking me which one of the voices in your head are telling the truth. I don't want you guys to think this is squares.
No, I am the square man.
No, you're not.
I am really, I'm telling you.
No, you're not.
No, it's true.
You told me that you record your voices in your bear socks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Wait, I thought it were gorilla socks.
You think about it, we spend an awful lot of time in small padded rooms screaming.
Some people get adjusted.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, this is a question for Scott. What was it like working on the show Inuyasha?
What was it like working on it? Horrifying. Horrifying. 30-hour days. Spikes in the room, deprivation, no food, no water, no nothing.
Talking about Wally Bird?
That's a whole other panel. It was fun to work on, like any of these things. We do a lot of this in Vancouver, so, we're working on like usually 9, 10, 12 different series at the same time. You never quite know. The nice thing about Inuyasha, actually, for me, was I didn't have to audition for it, which doesn't happen often. Because Toshi, the producer of that show, had come to a couple of cons, and he knew that, literally, this is how mercenary the business can be. He went, you know what, I've seen at cons, they like Dylan Maxwell, this seems like Wolverine. He went, I got a character I want you to play, and he's kind of half and half between, so I went, okay. It's free work. The actual work on that kind of stuff is a little bit odd, because you are, instead of working in a big group like we do on Relay Series, you are literally by yourself in a room watching an existent Japanese, or in this case Japanese cartoon, and trying to act with someone else's lips. So you get this paragraph, say, okay, I got a great read for this will be really funny, okay? And you hear beep, 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 and the lips go, I think we're gonna need a rewrite. But it was really, that time to a con and suddenly the show had taken off the way it did. It was very cool. And just for the record, it's not a skirt, it's a kilt. Thank you.
Another question here I'd like to ask Neil. Who was your idol or inspiration in becoming a voice actor? Or what was your inspiration to become a voice actor? Let's put it that way.
Well, I was, I'm a dorky adult now, but I was the dorky kid who did impressions in 4th grade of Jimmy Carter and Jimmy Stewart and everybody like that, and would lose the talent competition. Bye, guys. The talent competitions to the people who were doing lip syncing and stuff like that. But I just, I grew up, going to Saturday religious school, so I would watch the cartoons and cram in as many as I could before the carpool would pick me up. And I loved Super Friends, and I loved all that stuff. And I met Mel Blanc when I was probably about 14, which was a huge change in my direction. He was the one who said, don't do impressions, do original characters. And of course, as I say now I've got friends who make thousands of dollars each week doing impressions, laying down other people's voices. When I gave that up. But no, it was just, it was Dawes Butler, it was Mel Blanc, it was all those brilliant guys, and gals, of course, because Lucille Bliss was fantastic, Sue Blue, he's just wonderful, and of course the amazing, stunning, beautiful, and forever young June Foray, who during my waiting tables days I took care of, and she was just as sweet as can be. It's, when Scott said earlier about having to do this, and he was just teasing, I was being very honest. even the stuff that I quote-unquote don't like to do. I much prefer the prelay animation stuff where I can act more than doing anime where I have to be a technician and fit the flaps. You know, I like the freedom of being able to create my character and have that come to life. But you know, I get to do this. When Blizzard calls me and says we got to do some lines for StarCraft, I get to do that. It's never a have to. You know, it never ever is. I mean, people who have to, you know, they have to break their backs in a mine because they got kids at home. I'm single, I'm just engaged, I have a small roof to take care of. I get to audition, I get to work, I get to meet fantastically talented people like Garry and Scott and Todd, you know, Tony, Todd. I mean, this is just wonderful and surreal every single moment of it, you know, and obviously, if you guys didn't watch, if you guys didn't write letters, if you guys didn't care, they probably would stop calling us and we'd stop working. You know, so this is my chance to say thank you.
So, I'm sorry folks, we are out of time. I wish we could keep on going. But you guys are staying. Help me thanking the people who bring your favorite hero